Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. For the Miami Heat, they are coming off a good outing against Phoenix. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Wiggins is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Noel. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Gordon in at the 2 spot. Just 5 to shoot. And that one drops for him. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Well, it was Pittsburgh winning their last game against Dallas. Wiggins with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Siakam, and the layup is good.
Pascal Siakam can be a menace on the glass. He's got length, he's got athleticism. Look out.
Dort passes to Barnes. Here's Dort. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Now, sometimes Wiggins better off when he doesn't have to put the ball on the deck.
Lillard, the pass to Dort. The pass to Barnes. Here is Lillard. Outside Williams. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Here's Dort to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Here's Paul. Pittsburgh pulls it in.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Over in the corner, Lillard. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Paul passes to Siakam. Heat moving the ball around. Wiggins kicks to Siakam. Pass to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins against Barnes. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the force. Trailing by 2.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Gordon with it. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's in there.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
Now here's Lillard. There's the dish to Barnes. Back to Lillard. Pass to Williams. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. That shot misses. Good D by Siakam. Here's Wiggins. Good D by Barnes.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 1. And we'll get there. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Noel. Siakam is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Gordon, and it's Paul in at point. Wiggins inside the line, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Wiggins has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Heat. Lillard dishes to Barnes. Down low. Here's Williams. Wiggins with some nice D. The Heat leading by 3. Over to the wing. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Good D by Williams.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Barnes outside. Passes it to Williams. He kicks it to Lillard. From deep. He can't get it to go. And it's Miami the other way.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Back to Siakam. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance
Shot's
here
good.
for one more at the line.
Well, we're
Shot's
talking
good.
about a
Hit.
tough
Shooting
individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Dort. 6 to shoot. And it's Noel with the rebound. Miami leading by 6. On up the court. Siakam, that's good.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Siakam's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight.
And how about a 44-inch vertical leap for Andrew Wiggins, and yet not interested in competing in the dunk contest.
Greg, he can really get up, but says he keeps it simple when he does. One hand or two, he's a game dunker more so than an exhibitionist.
A minute 42 left now here in the second. Heat moving the ball around. And there's the pass to Gordon. Fires top of the key. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Gordon's got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Three-pointer, count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And, you know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Gordon for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Lillard. Left side, Williams. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Gordon finds Siakam. Paul against Lillard. Now Paul. The 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Paul's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, to a good point guard, running the pick and roll in the end.
And so it's Miami with a 10-point lead, some breathing room.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They ended the period holding on to us. And that should...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Harrison Barnes. Cole is out there with Williams. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Dort in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Heat, Chris Paul is out there with Gordon. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Noel in at center. Williams scanning the floor. Just 4 to shoot. Lillard misses.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Paul passes to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
For Miami, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That free throw good from Eric Gordon. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
Williams trying to break free. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Barnes.
Well, this is about the development of Harrison Barnes' body. You know, physically he's tougher, which usually makes you mentally tougher. And what you admire is that he enjoys putting in the work.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Goes back up. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Bull.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his is next level.
Siakam outside. To the inside. Here's Wiggins. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets a floater go. Pittsburgh pulls it in.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Lillard attacking. Williams trying to break free. And that one's good. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Barnes against Wiggins. He gets that one. He has 7.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Bull. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Another shot, Williams. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Miami with the foul. For Pittsburgh, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Passes it to Noel. Heat moving the ball around. Wiggins against Barnes. And it's Wiggins missing.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Lillard.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Heat out front, up by 7. And we've got more.
Once you get the rebound,
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the force. We've got Damian Lillard. Harrison Barnes is out there with Williams. Then there's Bull. And it's Dort in at the 2. And stolen by Wiggins. Paul right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Heat lead by 9.
Well, really nice delivery from Andrew Wiggins. We know he's a gifted scorer, but that will really smooth out his game.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. On the wing, Barnes. Five on the clock.
Well, disrupting the shooter there, and I really think Wiggins has got the defensive tools to be an impact player on that end.
Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. That one good for 2.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Dort passes to Barnes. Here's Dort. The pass to Williams. Barnes looking around. The shot by Lillard wide open. Buries it from 3-point range.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And it's good for 2.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Pass to Bull. Here's Dort, defended by Gordon. Dort misses. Miami leading by 10. Over Bull. And it's Gordon missing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
For 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. .137 left in the fourth quarter. And Paul gets it to go in. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So a franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Free throw good, Wiggins.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. The measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Pass to Gordon. Now Noel. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Paul. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Heat with the ball. And here is Paul. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This build